I can't believe how much stuff I have managed to ferret out of the cabinets downstairs. I have a sewing area that my husband built for me, but I never really liked being in the basement because it felt too closed in for me. So anyway, in the cabinet were some things that are going into recycling and patterns that are going to be donated, patterns that were used and abused. And what I did is I counted everything before getting on here so that I could give basic numbers. So I am giving up this Afghans book because I have other Afghan books and I don't need this. And it was missing for so long that I never missed it. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to Goodwill. All right, so that's a donation. That is number 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put total numbers underneath as I do these items. Then 10 more items are these work basket magazines from when I was like 12. So they were my mom's, and we made quite a few things out of these, but these are going to go into recycling because they're too old for anybody to actually want. And the styles are like wacky. So that is 10 more items. These are also going to go into recycling because these patterns are patterns that no longer fit me or never fit me, and I just have to give them up because they're just not, and they were cut and cut and cut, and in fact one of them says make a muslin pattern because this one is wearing out. So when that starts to happen, you know, it's time to get rid of the pattern and start from fresh. I did really like these clothes when I made them, but I was a much smaller person back then, and because these are older and I am older. So anyway, these are going to go into recycling. Coincidentally, it is 10 more items. So far I have 21 items. Then I have a bag of ties, and I did put a number in there. I counted them out after I rolled them up. These are going to go to Goodwill because they're in perfect condition. I did throw away one that was pretty much shot. But this is 6 ties. And people love to buy ties. In fact, I have a lot of ties. But people like to use ties in crazy quilting. And I had gotten these at a thrift shop myself and was going to do that, but since then I inherited a bunch of my dad's ties, and so I would rather use ties that have some significance to me. So that is going to Goodwill, and that is another 6 items. So it's 27 items so far. Then I had these lovely pattern boxes. I had like 6 of these. 2 of them I just broke down because there was not enough stuff to put in them. So coincidentally, these each have 32 patterns in them. I'm only donating patterns that were not cut. So, you know, in other words, that these were patterns that either me or my mom or my mother-in-law bought and never used, and that are too small for me. So each of these boxes has 32 patterns for a total of 64 patterns. Okay, and just in case you thought I was done, here are 2 tote bags that are going into the Goodwill bin. One of them's from a literary guild, and it's old, and this one is from a rehab company that gave it to me when I was on the road. So I'm not going to show you what rehab company that was because that would give away my location. But anyway, these 2 are going to go into the donation bin. Anyway, I am going to repack this box. It was, I emptied it out so that I could show you what I'm giving away. This is the last bit of stuff that I had in the basement as far as craft supplies and sewing supplies. And this is all going to Goodwill. So this is a wreath that you can craft yourself, and I have no desire to do that. This is a counted cross stitch set with bibs. Don't have grandchildren, and if I do, I'll make much cooler bibs than that. Plus, I have a problem with strings on bibs. I'm just a lunatic. Okay, so that's 2 items. And then I added patterns that are uncut. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns. So that's 6, 7, 8. Then I'm adding 3 embroidery flosses. So that's 11. A dinosaur puzzle. And it's actually like a sealed kit for a kid to put together. So I've lost count already. How about that? I lost freaking count again. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that now makes 12 items. I'll just put these angel cards in there. I got them a long time ago. So, you know, I've never used them. Anyway, they're nice, but they're like weird oracle cards. I'm going to also put this candle in there. So that's 14 items. And this stuffing will be 15. So that's polyfill, and I'm not, I have plenty, so I'm going to give them one. So with the polyfill, this makes 15. So that's 15 items going to Goodwill. Plus, I'm giving these 2 books. They're from when I was in high school and college. I had to do calligraphy assignments. Don't need these anymore, but they're still really good. Now what's left is patterns that I'm throwing out. So that's another 2 items, by the way. So add that on. That'll be another 2 items. I also had these patterns that have all been cut, and they're not my size, and there's a couple of them are really worn out, and this is just freaking old as hills. So I'm putting these in recycling. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns going into the recycling bin. Here are 18 more items in my 1000 declutter. I've read about half of these books and plan to read the other half, but honestly decided I was not going to be heartbroken if I gave them up. Some of them are really good. I can get some of these books right at the library, so I don't need to keep them. Well, I missed recording 1 box of books for my 1000 declutter. Anyway, this is 2. I think that is 7, which makes 9. And then there are these 3 back here, which makes 12. This I already counted. It's a calculator. And then 12, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So it is 32 more books. I'll be putting those and these back into that box. Is that 32 more items for my 1000 declutter? Not too shabby, and I'm still decluttering. It's 7 a.m. and the donation people are coming. They've been here multiple times before. I just had put together 1 more box for them. And it is hardcover books, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more items for my 1000 declutter. This is never the end. It'll keep on going. Hi, this is Mary. This is part of the 1000 declutter. I just filmed my palette declutter, so you can see all the details of all these palettes there. However, I am just going to give you the numbers here. This is 19 palettes decluttered. Okay, so here is a set of declutters of the mascara and concealer drawer that these things count toward the 1000 declutter. And so I'm going to go ahead and count them. I believe it's 15 or 16, but I'm not positive yet. But as soon as I count them, we'll know. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that is 16 items going into my 1000 declutter. This is for the 1000 declutter, and these are items that I am going to be decluttering. And so, some for obvious reasons. So this is, whoops, let's put that back together as well as best we can. So this is one, can you see it? Yeah, let me point you down just a hair more and bring it in a little bit closer. All right, so these are things that have gone bad, are done, and these are for the 1000 declutter. These are already in a video. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more items for my 1000 declutter. Okay, so this is going to be the end of this particular declutter episode. These 3 items are being thrown out. The Elizabeth Arden Broken Mascara, this Nuxe oil with sparkles in it. I have had it forever and I've never used it. And this eyeliner is less than satisfactory.